Howdy, my name's Alarian, and welcome back. This is our colony, Port Osiris. We're on a river. Our people are Kemetic. They are little necromancer dudes, and they are going to get their necromancer on very soon, in fact. That's kind of the plan. Between sessions, I took a few minutes to draw up kind of some plans for expansion of the base. First thought was this is probably a decent place for a freezer given the position of the farm. We'll probably put a field here and probably a field here as well. With a kitchen here and a butcher here. Separate rooms for these so we don't have blood in the kitchen that we have to clean up all the time. Over here is sort of the planned extension to the storage space, and this will be the first. In fact, we'll actually go ahead and queue this up here. We're going to go ahead and schedule. Yeah, you know, this doesn't need to be refrigerated. It doesn't count as outdoors the minute I break through this. So actually, what let's do instead is instead of breaking through this here, let's go ahead and wall this off right here. So we're going to actually build. It's going to be wooden right now, because we're not going to spend our steel on this. But we will use one of our heavy profaned doors. These are a faction-specific door that we have access to that are bigger and slower than the regular doors. Significantly slower, but almost 4 times as durable. So that's good for a door that we don't plan on using very often. But it's there if we need it. So we're going to queue that up, and I'll actually go ahead and we may as well place the other 2 pieces right there so that can get done. But yeah, so the plan is this is going to be the extension for the storage room. We're going to fill these with, don't mind the missing little bits. Something happened while I was fighting with designator shapes, and I got some random bits and pieces blown out, so we kind of replaced some of it, but I didn't care to do the rest. This is going to be kind of our Great Hall dining hall area building for now, and this is going to be our temple. Off of the temple, over here probably, I am going to want to make what I'm calling the holding crypt. Let's go ahead and actually draw this out here. We're going to want... Actually, let's go ahead and do it all the way down here. This is going to be the holding crypt right here. And we will put a door in right there. The idea being that we can place tombs all up in here, sarcophagi, and we will put all of our dudes, all of the bodies that we plan on recycling will get interred here. And so that's, and we are going to put in the temple, in addition to our ideology temple stuff, we will also plan on putting in the, this thing. The ritual circle. We will place one of those in there when we can. But otherwise, yeah. So that's kind of that. The other thing I did offline was I installed a trade UI mod. But that's about it. We're going to go ahead and unpause here and get some stuff going. We don't have any medicine. We don't have low medicine. Actually, what is the... If we go into a growing zone here, heal root takes what? It takes 8 in growing. Okay. And we have somebody here. 7. Okay, yeah. So 7 and 6. So we're actually really close. If we can just do a decent bit of farming, we will have that. One other thing I want to do here, people are working. I want to also plan out some bridges. Oh, what's this? Oh, I think this is one of the... This is... Oh, this was the corpse that landed there. That pistol, we want to get that before it takes too much more damage. So let's actually build... That's a lot of wood to build a bridge on a whim. I'm thinking I want to actually put my my tree farm here, maybe, or here. Maybe my animal pasture goes here and my tree farm goes here. I'm not sure, but I've decided I don't like the tree farm inside here. It would be better. The space would be better used with something that we use more often. So let's go ahead and plan on. Well, let's go ahead and plan a bridge here. We can do a bridge like right across this, and that allows us to build kind of a checkpoint on either side. This is really close. You know what? This is probably good because we can secure this whole area right here very easily. And I don't feel bad about that. We can secure that and secure this. So yeah, let's plan on cutting across right here. And we're not going to make a straight line bridge. We are going to make this a little diagonal. Something like... Probably that. I think that's good. And that will allow us to actually cross the river, and this will give us a place that we can set up defenses. Since this will be tree farm, we can, you know, regulate what goes on in here, and it gives us cover to hide behind if we have to fall back from the bunker or whatever. But let's go ahead and get people building again. How much wood do we have in storage? We only have 95 wood. Okay, yeah, we can't afford to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and order all of the mature trees cut, though. Oh no, that's not what we want. What on earth? It's chopping grass for some reason with that. It didn't do that earlier. Let's cancel all of that. That's terrible. We want to just chop fully grown trees. Weird. Okay. Okay, is this built? This is built. So that's built. And that is built, which means we can actually also order the mining out of this. Okay, so sure enough, the pyromancer kid, not pyromancer, if only, the pyromaniac kid. Oh no. The doomed guy joined us. Okay. If we look at operations, every operation we can order requires medicine. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this up one more time. Wait, what? DE surgeries. has a very difficult attempt to cure. They can use penoxycline to cure an infected wound. It requires a skill 10 doctor, though. And is a dangerous surgery. And we only have a skill 7.5 doctor. And it won't let me try to amputate. Without medicine. And even then it wouldn't let me amputate with only herbal medicine, I think. Or they're just telling me that I don't have it. I don't know. Either way. Yeah. Welcome to the colony, bro. He's in very, very bad pain. He's going to die, and now we're sort of obligated to bring him back as an undead. So that's actually going to happen. I'm going to clear out in the planning here. We're going to remove the plans for floor. I had marked that because I was planning, not just reminding myself that I wanted to put sanitary flooring. But yeah, so the plan here, by the way, is hospital, airlock, prison cells. But yeah, so we can't afford to build that yet. But I think with the amount of wood we're going to cut down, we can. It's going to be close, though. Either way, I think it's worth it for having a revolver. So this is a little bit more expensive to do it diagonally. But it looks nicer, so we'll go with it. Oopsie, yep. Fell down. Fell down. There's not a lot we can do about it. They're just going to fall down and do a little clown dance. We can go ahead and clear all of that. Oh, come on. He was standing on the bridge. He shouldn't have fallen. But, okay. And I'm going to cue that for urgent hauling. So the minute it becomes available, somebody rushes over to take it. Okay. And the pyro also joined. Good. What is she doing? She's actually queued to clean the hospital. That's interesting. You know what? She should clean this room anyway, and then go back to resting. Because it will help them heal faster, the room being clean. Alright, schedule here. There's not a ton of point here in thinking too hard about their schedules right now. We'll do that. He really is... None of his magic can help him, can it? Soulbound. Soulbound here. That's mentally. So no, he can't, he can't, He can't drain physical stats from somebody that way. And that's, of course, just an attack spell. That is a control spell. And those are just combat spells. So, yeah, nothing useful. We're just going to let that go. We do need, however, to get some science going. So we queued this up, and like 65% of, or 65 points of this 100 were actually like finished within the first couple of minutes. You're not drowned. You're fine. See, you're fine. But, yeah. All right. Yeah, we're just waiting for... So yeah, you are not going to be the first one that we bring back, though. You are going to be the second one. You will need to get put somewhere, though. Let's go ahead and... we'll go ahead and... Actually, we're not going to order that dug out just yet. We're going to let... And we will rename the kid. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll just stick with the names they've been given. I think that mead should get hauled in before it goes, it rots away too much. But this gun, in the water, in the rain, yeah, being submerged in the river was only 15 a day, but now with the rain, suddenly it's 40 a day. Okay. Medical emergency. Yeah. He's gonna die. Which is gonna just really, really cheese off everybody else. We're not gonna let him eat anymore. He's gonna die soon enough. So nobody waste any of our limited food supply on him. Morg, stop falling in the water. She's going to be okay, though. All right, by the way, what are her skills? Let's figure out a work schedule for her. She's a little bit of everything. We can't have her mining, basically. She can research. She can absolutely be a sciencer. Did he just walk out to try to steal some food? Or maybe he was carrying it. Somebody throw him into bed to die. You, how's your health doing? Yeah, you should rest. You're still really low on blood. We're going to let this party happen uninterrupted, so we don't have to worry about... Yeah, I know. But the party in the science lab / dining room will help offset the mood from somebody dying of disease. You. Can you rescue him? You can. The wooden hatchet, we're just going to let take damage. Yep, he's going to die. You are... Okay, yeah, not drafted. Thought so. Okay, there we go. So no, we're not giving him a sky burial. We are not going to use her religious festival. We are keeping the body. We probably should have stripped him. Because the scrubs and the lab coat are really good. And anybody who's not one of our... because she's going to be a science nerd, I think. So let's look at the schedule here real quick. We will allow her to nurse. We will allow her to do management. We will not allow her to harvest. And we will allow her to research. We will encourage her to research. All right, I'm going to craft here a sarcophagus here. Yeah, we're not doing a sky burial here. We're gonna do a sarcophagus. I don't think we have enough of this stone here. How much is 80? We can actually make this out of crushed slate here. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to stockpile this. Actually, it'll let me try to do this. So I'm gonna build this right here. And we're just gonna accept whatever quality it comes in at. Okay, and we are being raided by our first actual raid. A group of wasters from Toxoid Men. Okay. What is he? That is in fact a waster. And a good soldier. A really good soldier. With a stick. And none of our weapons have been crafted yet, so it is up to really... Did it say they were attacking immediately or preparing? They are attacking immediately. Okay, everybody. It's time to get your combat on here. We're going to come over here with the Skelly Man. Where's the Skelly Man? Skelly Man, you go in front of everybody. Like this. So the way this is going to work, the skeleton is going to draw fire, and once it engages the skeleton, everybody charges. And he's a little drunk. Yeah, I bet she is. There's nothing we can do about it for her. Now she's sleeping on a pile of pemmican. That's what I would be upset about. She's really taking her time to get her blood back, but she's pretty close. To okay here. But yeah, all of those injuries that we had to tend without medicine. Wait a minute. I lost the dude. He attacked the bugs. He's going to take one of the locusts with him. Okay. I don't... I don't know what to make of that. Carry on with your regular business, I guess. You're actually going to be restricted to the home area, so you don't wander too far. Okay, good. Yeah, break that down. Feed her. We need her to heal up quickly so she can be useful. And morgue, as soon as we get this body out of this seat, out of this hospital bed, we're going to reanimate the other curse bearer. And hopefully they actually come on as a curse bearer and don't get demoted to baseline profaned. All right. Did you get enough? I don't think you got enough. Yeah. Can't carry. You can only carry 10 of them at once. Yeah, the bugs are much more aggravated now with that. Hopefully they chill out. Okay, so this is fun because actually no, he can actually cross here now. Okay, Morg, you need to finish building that. That's actually critical that the coffin get built. This guy will actually come out to fight. So back to the original plan. We are going to send the skeleton there, and we are going to grab, actually, everybody else, including Morg. Get you all right here, ready to go. For when this guy comes to attack us. I really don't know what to think about that first attack. You, however, yeah. How are you, by the way? Here. You have shoes. You are kind and beautiful. And you are a farmer, but you're a waster. Which means you have a drug dependency. And we would need to actually produce psychite to keep them healthy. Yeah. Okay, it's only once every 30 days. So if we do capture, we can just make psychoid tea, and there's actually plenty of benefits from doing that. Okay, you actually are going to step over here. Okay, everybody, get them. Down here. Okay. All right. So I think Rack got hit here. No? Okay, nice. And the skeleton got hit a couple of times, but that's okay. All right, so this guy here, bleeding out in 6 hours because the skeleton does slashing damage. We did chop off a toe. We did chop off a toe. And that is horrifying. Why the smiley face? That's not okay. That's really, really awful. I don't like that. I've never seen that before. But yeah, so... All right, well, let's go ahead and try to patch him up. Grouchy. Tend the body. Hey, he brought us some silver. That's nice. Okay, we need to make there be a prison cell. And I am going to, for the time being, make the workshop be the prison cell. So we are going to put a sleeping spot right there for now. And this is a prison cell. Yeah, I know she doesn't have a bed. That's okay. She's in the hospital right now. She's using the hospital bed. Did you just punch him? You killed him. Why? What? Dude. Not cool. Did you at least... What on earth? I guess because... that's so weird. Okay. Well... I guess we're not getting that one either. Okay, morgue. How are you doing? You are working on the coffin. Okay, good. And Crouchy is taking a nap in the bed with the corpse. He has his own bed, but I guess he's injured? Oh, you. Okay, morgue, what are you doing? No, 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 man. This is priority. More so than the bridge. Okay. Okay. Is she any good? She's a psychically sensitive cannibal with a shooting passion and a medical passion. We'll try to capture this one. She's preparing instead of attacking immediately, I think. Wait, that looks like a... Okay, there she went. Okay. All right. Org. Build the coffin. You know what, Rack? How about you pick up this terrible hatchet? Ooh, the axe. Why does Morg not... Wait, what just happened? Oh, he was the one with the axe. Okay, fine. Alright. Crouchy, you are going to actually equip the axe right now. Yeah, I know a colonist is left unburied. We'll deal with it. Guess we'll need to make the kid a room. We're probably going to make this into a row of apartments. But for now, I think she gets to live with the pile of steel. So that's the cheapest way to make a bedroom. Okay. Alright, they're attacking now. Everybody back up to the gate. Skelly Man. Assume the front line. And let's deal with this unwanted visitor. Rat goes way away. Is it too hot? Oh my goodness. Oh, standing next to the geothermal. Okay. That makes more sense. Oh my... Not... I don't... I don't know. I really, really don't know. This is just so weird. Okay, Morg, where are you? Not the bridge. Coffin. Rack. Actually, no, never mind. Rack, you take that. Morg, you can do the bridge. I didn't realize that we do have the two really good builders. Okay. So that's good. How's her health doing? She's getting there. Okay. So, assign a colonist. This guy. Here, you. Strip him. And then bury him. Because you, my child, need some clothing. And since you're going to be a sciencer, guess what? You get to wear the sciencer's outfit. What are you doing? You're resting. That's allowed. You're going to wear the science outfit. And I'm going to let her do her own thing now. This should be hauled so it doesn't go bad. How are moods? They're doing fine. That's okay. We'll bring you back soon. Okay. 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 Just when I was about to send Morg off to Residude, Suicide... Actually, he's down south enough. Okay, that is close enough. Hopefully he comes for us instead of for the bugs this time. You know what? You can get into... You can scrap. Fuel the smithy. There's the mechanoid signal. We're not going to deal with that. Okay. And let's have her grab that club, I guess. We really need to get somebody to mine through that hole already. Okay. With that, everybody front and center. We're actually going to come up here, and you, sir, are the bait. And he's beelining toward the bugs. Okay. I literally can't even. Okay. Okay. Kiwis. A 17-year-old unwanted survivor named Mixon is calling from nearby. He says a pack of 2 man-hunting Kiwis are hunting him. He will join if we save him from the ferocious flightless birds. He is a baseliner with 7 skill in punting flightless birds. Man. All right, come on in. Please be useful. Okay, where's the guy? Where'd he go? Okay, he went to the south. That's fine. Let's look at his gear. Okay. Tough, iron-wheeled, and physically adept. Hates dumb labor. That's fine. He has melee shooting, cooking, and plants, and absolute apathy in social. So he'll never train social. That's fine. He is actually pre-installed as a member of the ideology. That's beautiful. Okay. This is actually really, really solid. And he could honestly solo these Kiwis. But we're not going to. We are going to... Cooking. He is our head chef right now, it looks like. And he can plant. Or oh, man. Who can make bow for people? Morg should. Rack can. All right, work Morg here. We are going to make sure you are on crafting duty, as well as smithing and tailoring duty. We really need some weapons for these people. Where's he going? I don't understand the infinite toxoids. Is she gonna suicide into the bugs as well? And the kiwis are coming from the south. Look at them, they're adorable. And of course, we're probably not going to get any food out of this, but hey, the bridge is complete. That's nice. Everybody, warm up. And I really wish... This is the one big problem with the undead minions like this. Are we going to watch another... Like... Yep. It's trying... Okay, it's absolutely aggroed on the hive. Oh my goodness, that one survived. It's going to bleed out, but it survived. We don't want it at all, but... Man. Okay. I love that I built a little pretend bunker over here, and... Well, we know which way the attacks are coming from now, so we're going to build something more secure on this side of the bridge. Okay. So you come out here, and everybody else is going to line up here. You melee that. You melee that. Then everybody else gang up on it. Alright. Alright. Rotting and rotting. Yeah, not surprised. Okay. You go ahead and... How is your health? You know, only 10 or 12 more. Oh, they got further. They stood up. They're trying to get off the map, I think. They took another locust with them. Heat wave. Okay, thank you, Randy. So, we need to do something about the heat wave. That's what we're going to do first for this. All right, what are people doing? Somebody's tending to the patient. Yeah. Salt. Salt appeared at the very end of the river. I guess I have floating off the edge disabled? I was pretty sure I had float off the edge enabled. Alright. So he's healed, but obviously not in a good way. Cooking and plants. We are going to allow you to farm. Actually, we're not going to allow you to harvest just yet, but we will allow you to plant. And in fact, we will set up another field. Crouchy, how close are you? Okay, we're going to set up... This whole area is going to be medicine, I think. Ah. all of this. It's heal root. Yes, I know. But when it's ready, heal root down in the ground. This over here is going to be another crop that we're going to plant. We are also going to order tilling here. And we are going to order tilling there. And then the rest of this gets turned into some other food crop. What do we got here? Growing zone. Okay. And potatoes would be fine, honestly. Let's do potatoes. Let's do potatoes or peas. This is a large field. I wonder if we should plant psychoid. Peas. How long does it take? 6.5 days to grow. Potatoes. Where are potatoes? There. Okay. Potatoes are slightly faster. You know what? Let's do Let's do peas. Just because we don't have to worry about any kind of preservation. They last forever. Okay, this. Refuel the cooler in that room. And another thing we're going to actually make is a management bench here. I need to find where this is, though. Well, managing spot. We don't have the management bench technology yet. That's fine. We will give it a stool. And let's set up our first bill for the manager. And that bill is going to be cut down trees. If we are under 300 is a good amount of wood, honestly. 300 is a good amount of wood. So let's plan on that. So they will cut any of these trees for wood if we are under 300. So we will always have... Yeah, but somebody has management enabled. Yep, see there. Crouchy's updating the management stuff. So what he's doing right now is he's finding trees and queuing them up for chopping. Took a while, but that's okay. So now if we look here at this, the management tab, it shows that the job was updated, you know, half an hour ago. And if we look around, there should be some trees designated for cutting. I hope. I'm not seeing any. I'm not going to worry about this too much yet. Okay. It's reasonable in there, reasonable in there, reasonable in there. Hot in the lab. Deathly in the here. We're going to need a second one of these in here. Let everybody farm. This should hopefully be... We're looking at rack. This is training plant skill very, very slowly. I think. Actually, no. No. A war merchant. Okay. Maybe you have medicine. Were you any good, by the way? You do have some decent... You have a surgical mask. Sickly. We don't want sickly. Alright. We're going to want merchants to hang out right here, I think, is the place we want them to hang out. Because we'll have the stockpile up in there. Where are they going? That's fine. Front door's okay. Alright, who's our face again? Org? No, Crouchy. Crouchy is the face. And Crouchy's asleep because these guys arrived at night. That's fine, though. Alright, good enough. Let's go trade. See if we get anything interesting. We have drugs to sell. So... And we will actually have our first rice harvest coming in tomorrow. So that'll be great. That'll be... Alright, yeah. So this is a much nicer trade UI than vanilla. Okay, he would sell me snakes. That's fun. Or a panther. Medicine. He will sell me medicine. Okay, so first of all, we're going to sell the mead, the yayo, probably the torture drugs. Oh, we do have some psychite tea. That's nice. Okay. Let's trade away the vodka. And the junk weapons here. The stake and that wooden hatchet to get them out of here. That awful kilt. I think we keep that for now. Okay, so how much money is that? That's 600 coming our way. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so the elephant bow we can't afford. Even if we sold everything, we can't get the elephant bow, which is a shame. It's a mage weapon, really. Throwing spear. It's just a Stone Age Pila, I think. Okay, so we're not going to buy any herbal powder. We are, however, going to buy him out of... Actually, with that, you know what? Our food supply is pretty low as well. How much can we... Yeah, let's grab 100 more pemmican. Is there any... I don't think we care about any of the clothing here. And as much as I love sending... the idea of sending the snakes at them, since I can't breed the snakes, it's not worth it. Otherwise, I love the idea of breeding cobras as our first, you know, sort of animal acquisition. But let's do that. I really can't... You know what? The painkiller, let's go ahead and grab some of the painkiller as well. We'll grab all of the painkiller. And we're still getting some money out of this trade. So this is good. And we got some social XP. They are going to haul all that stuff into our stockpile. In our hospital here, we need to make a place to store that for real. Storage. Do I have a... I do have a medicine shelf. So we're going to put a medicine shelf right here. Right inside the front door of the hospital. All right. It's doing okay. All right, and priority here, storage. By default, it allows me to put honey in there, agave, glow stool. I wonder if it's because honey and agave are ingredients in that one medicine. Um, but it is allowing medicine. I'm going to add to it the healing powder. We're going to include cycling and healing powder to this. This only holds 4 stacks, but that's okay. All right. Morgue. I'm going to do it. We're going to go, and we're going to reanimate this other dude. He's been dead for 3 years. That's okay. He's another... We are going to be so good at farming. So morgue. I want you to bestow curse on that. No. He's already a curse bearer. Curse bearers cannot be rezzed. I wonder if there is a... Okay, I guess we're actually going to... So we don't have to change the ideology and deal with a prisoner right now in this heat wave. Let's res the kid. All right, morgue. Open that. Maybe it's other science in the down the profane tech tree that allows us to res people. Profaned. Okay, now you. Yep. We dug him out. Bestow curse on the kid. Bam. Okay. Colonist needs rescue. So sleeping. So now we look at him here. Her. Wait, what the? There we go, him. I don't know why I had the other kid equipped. But okay, so yeah. Delicate psychopath. Delicate. No, that's just damage inbound. But yeah, so... And see, if we look at his mood here, you see how slow Morg is walking right now? He's got this 3-day debuff. These are used to make potions. Okay. You... Don't mock the bald kid's hair. It's not her fault. So... Yeah, but you see how he's got this, he's got this sick, and this I shouldn't be alive debuff for a year. He will recover, he will wake up after 2 days, and he will be fully recovered after a little bit more than that. Magic, he has points available. I think... Shadow Bolt is probably the most important thing for him to learn right now, spell-wise. This gives us a... Yeah, this is a... This cuts through stuff. So we can't have him stand behind people while firing this. This is like a wave of damage. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and before anything else, let's just buff clarity, and we'll get the mana regen going. But Morg here, in exchange, he's now he has 3 days of a debuff of a pretty nasty hangover, and it is a 15-day cooldown on the ability. Okay, and the merchants are leaving because the heat wave is getting to them. That's fine. And they're ignoring the bugs. That's okay. All right. We're going to move the chessboard, of course, in here eventually. But yeah. Let's see. I really, really, really want to get that heal root. Heal root. Haul urgent. That has no business being on the ground. Haul urgent. Bliss cap is floating in the river. The skeleton is fully regened. Yay, we actually have medicine in there. So yeah, now we could save somebody. We could chop off a leg. I think it's about time that... Okay, Rack, how's your farming skill going? It's going, but with everybody else stealing some farming time from... We're going to turn off farming time on everybody but Rack right now. So... Crouch can't harvest. Yeah, nobody can grow or harvest. Only Rack right now. Crouch, go do some science. What are you doing? You are hauling. It's fine. We actually... You know what? It's day 8 of the colony. We should probably make a kitchen. That's where the kitchen was planned. Let's make the... let's make a feed. Let's make a stove here. And it's going to go in there right now. I know it's bad. That's okay. We don't care. Somebody here with a cooking skill needs to, or with a mining skill needs to knock this over. Okay. Trained up magic again. And this time we are going to put another point in clarity just so the mana regen is that much stronger. We're going to set... Actually, we're not going to auto-cast Shadow Bolt until we're comfortable with the shape of the spell. All right, Crouchy is doing some managing. But now that we have that, we actually... Okay. So, okay. Nope, that's the wrong table. Simple meals. Times 4. Details. We're going to do X per person. We're going to go until we have 2 simple meals. Well, actually 3 simple meals per no, 2. 2 for now. And we are going to... Actually, not pause. We're just going to always have somebody trying to craft whenever that's happening. And the allowed cooking skill for this is going to be anybody with a cooking skill of 3 or above right now. I guess we're not going to assign anybody with less than 3 here, so it's fine right now, but yeah. And we use we use this here to determine. We are going to use whatever is going to rot first. So whatever is going to spoil next is what we cook with. Yeah, I know you're hungry. We need to make a... put one of these in here as well. All right. Let's get a meal produced here. We don't need to make a bedroom for the warlock. Nope, we don't. All right, we're gonna leave definitely morgue. What do you, okay, thank you. You're actually okay. Yeah, this has actually been dug out. We're going to hold this door open now because that will allow some of this cooling to go in here and cool this out a little bit. So that is coming along now, and we can now expand this zone to fill this whole space. Look, fresh meals. People eating food that we've produced. So nice. Nobody smithing and nobody researching. All right. Manual priorities. Okay, kid. You are on high priority for this. You are on increased priority for that. Doctor, nurse, nurse. Doctor, nurse, surgeon. You are our best surgeon. You don't get surgery. We manually set it. Childcare. I'm going to turn that off real quick. We're going to turn off that. I'm going to turn off this. Turn off that. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, you're fine, honestly. We're going to go ahead and set that there. You, however, don't want to do those. You're just unconscious, which is why it's setting that. Those priority. Cooking is actually a higher priority for you. And hunting, we're going to turn off on everybody right now. We should probably allow some fishing, but people get really, really obsessed about fishing pretty quickly. If we allow them to fish, they will fish all day. Which I get, but still. Your top priority is farming no matter what. And you have a priority for mining. Okay. Your second priority is cooking, or is crafting. Right. Let's go ahead and let that go for... What on earth? Dude. What were you doing? You were... He was collecting things that had washed ashore. What are you carrying, anyways? I don't know what you were carrying. Sure, another sacrificial toxoid. Um, you're addicted to smoke leaf. You shouldn't be. You're already on psychoid. Oh, my goodness. This is terrible. You're actually decent. um, you're actually really good. I would accept the annoying voice. We just put you on a shift where nobody has to deal with him. Um, but he's gonna go get himself killed by the neighbors. Charge into that bug nest alone. Watch him go. Hey, bugs. He's not even gonna... Oh, my goodness. Okay. Is that one gonna die? No, I think it's just... Okay. Okay. So, here's the deal with the Empire. I am willing to do precisely one honor quest for the Empire, after which we ghost them forever. Um, in fact, if given the opportunity to ally with Empire defectors, we will take it. We don't like the Empire. They're a bunch of bullies. We don't like bullies. I want to see here real quick. Where's the anima tree? All the way over there in a really decent place for us because we don't plan on building over that direction. And it's not that far to set up stuff there for people to start meditating out there. So that's not too bad. So that's good. Yeah, so we will plan on making the Empire happy for now. We need to determine who among the colonists we want to make a psychic. If we look at their stuff here, we're already magically gifted there, which gives some psychic sensitivity. So that's reasonable. Psychic deaf, so Rack is out. Crouchy is probably out. The Warlock... because of the caster class, is more psychically sensitive, but already has abilities. The Pyro, she would be okay. Honestly, maybe the nuke. No. Physical Adept gives negative to psychic sensitivity. So I think we're looking at Crouchy as the psychic. Because his combat is garbage otherwise. But I guess that's not saying anything because his combat's garbage too. Role-wise, Crouchy is going to be the priest for the ideology. Rack... Morg is probably going to be the leader, and Rack is going to be the chief architect for the ideology. Stacking a noble title on top of those potentially gives them a big head. But That's not too bad. Yeah, Rack isn't getting it anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. I think... let's make Morg the psychic. He's the leader. He will do that. So let's go ahead and accept this quest for Morg. We have the fleeing knight. We're going to go into reward preferences here. We are going to go to the Empire, and we will not accept honor or goodwill from them anymore. No more quests accepted from the Empire. This is the only one we're taking. We will also not waste our time with quests from the naturally hostile factions. Just, it's not worth getting the dialogues for a goodwill quest. So... alright, a man-hunting macaw. That's a lot more terrifying than a pair of kiwis. You, sir, jump to your location. You can't use your aid permit, of course. What is your gear? Your skills. Can you clear out the bug nest? No, you cannot. What psycasts do you have? You don't actually have any psycasts. You're a level 3 psycaster, but you don't have any spells. I could have them cast a spell for us while we're here. Is there something worth doing? Like a buff they could put on somebody. Yeah, let's do this. Boop, boop. Boop. Okay, inspiration they're not going to be able to use after all. It costs 80 focus and... well, maybe they could. But I think doing the joy fuzz on somebody is worth it there. Okay, and they're going to come in here. And just come inside the base real quick. Who is in the worst mood? Right now, everybody's in a decent mood. The sleepy boy's here. You could probably use it. How is your... you're going to wake up from your coma soon. Well, no you're not, but you know what I mean. Okay, here comes the evil macaw. Giant murder bird here. Notice. You should be able to make it inside the walls in time to throw it off. Okay, it's just hanging out there right now. That's fine. Let's go ahead and have you use this on... what's the duration? 5 days. Yeah, let's give the mood buff to the guy who's going to wake up with the terrible... oh, we can't do that on a sleeping person? Well, that's annoying. I guess we'll... give the kid a buff. Alright. So now, we look at her needs here. Oh. Yeah, probably a good thing, but let's give her the Joy Fuzz. What's it do health-wise? It's minus 20 mental efficiency. That's fine. Actually, you're a sciencer. Oh my goodness. Work. You are allowed to research as your top priority. You're meditating because you dropped low on sight focus. That's fine. I'm going to have the skeleton go out and deal with the macaw here, because it won't aggro on him, and he should be able to get the drop on it. We're going to turn... Okay, he doesn't have... Really? Just walking around the doors. Okay, so the rain is helping the peas grow. If we look at the peas growth rate, yeah, 200% now. So... Morg, you idiot. You're about to get attacked. So close. Almost got out. How bad is it? Got pecked in the arm. Okay. You... We're going to leave you here for a moment. If we actually do that real quick, what are you doing? You're still meditating. Schedule. You. Your schedule is work and only work. You come off of this for a moment. You, sir, are an engineer who's going to do some research and knock out this one tech for us real quick. Hey, look, fire. They can spread. I don't know why the chem fuel didn't ignite like it should have. We're going to let him finish up this tech for us before we let him go. And we will probably wrap this up here, and we will accept the reward and think about teching up Morg next time. But I really want to get this tech. Speed, go. Hey, all right. Technology for stacking rocks on top of each other. Devil Strand requires how much farming skill to plant? 10. Probably not worth it. Beer is an interesting idea. Cheese, less so. Magic crafting stuff. This is the cheapest tech, and it unlocks a bunch of stuff. Let's queue magic tech up here. And with that, let's go ahead and send him home. Get in the chopper. And yeah, my name's Larry, and thank you for spending this time with me. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.